Hell nah, I ain't sleep today, but I'ma be okay. Miss my family on the east, but fuck it, I can't.
What is up, YouTube? Zukium1 here, and I am back with a brand new YouTube video. Today I'm bringing you guys another Azir in the mid lane, and today I'm up against Anivia. So I was playing with my friend Masbee. He is a support Lux main. He's kind of a one-trick pony. But, you know, it's all good, you know. I love the guy. He's a really cool guy. He also streams on Twitch. So if you guys want to, you can go check him out. I'll put a link to his channel in the descriptions below. So, right now, as you guys can see in the little corner over there, our teams were warding the river. And it looked as if they was going to get ready to fight, but they disengaged from that. So I didn't want to head over there. The reason being was because Azir has a really weak level 1 gameplay. So trying to fight somebody at level 1 with Azir is not the most optimal thing to do. I mean, if you got no other choice, then yeah, obviously you're going to do it. But outside of the laning with like minions involved, you really don't want to try to fight level 1 with Azir. So as you guys can see, like Anivia got clipped when she was fighting against my the team. I honestly feel like this Anivia is a little underdeveloped. Now this is my main account, as you guys can see right there in the corner. So this is my main account. So these people are like in higher silver and things like that. So they're not as bad, obviously, right? But everybody can still use improvement. Even people in challenges still use improvement all the time. So right now we're laning pretty well. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get ganked. So I'm trying to last hit. I see that the Anivia is just like really freely using her abilities without too much care. So I'm just like, okay, well, if she wants to burn through all her mana, then I'm more than happy to oblige, you know. As you guys can see right now, she is just shoving the wave, which is pretty good for me because it keeps the wave and it keeps the wave pushing in on me, which makes it easier for me to be able to leave in case I get ganked or something like that. So I don't want to waste any like mana or anything, because Anivia is just making it really easy for me to be able to eventually start trading with her, and she won't be able to trade back. So right now she has a wave pushing in on me on my turret, which again is a good thing in this type of situation. So the Lucian ends up picking up the first kill on the turret, which was really good for our team. I think he ended up getting like 300 gold from that. So that was really good. Now I started using my soldiers because I didn't want to miss out on any of the experience. Now the Anivia right here, I was going to engage right there, but I didn't want to get caught by her ice ball, so I made sure that I waited to try to see if she was going to throw her Q out first, but she didn't. So now that I saw her Q come out, I wanted to try to get aggressive, but she backed off. So I'm trying to look for a good position to try to dash my soldier through her so I can get the proper E off, so I can get the extra soldier and then get a hard engage. At that point, I remember saying in my head, like, man, her Q came up really quickly. But you know, I guess it was just the time. As the time went by, I just, you know, she was just able to get it back up really quick. So right now she's losing out on a lot of CS. I just missed 2 right there, which is kind of disappointing, but you know, that stuff happens. Right now we're just focusing the wave right now. I remember when I was saying in the comments that it's this bird on bird action, you know. You got Big Bird and Little Bird basically. Oh man, I let the cannon main get killed. I think at this point I'm trying to like harass her because I see that she has no mana at all. So she really can't trade back with me. And I want to make sure that I don't get ganked either. Now I see that the top laner up there, right, is on super low. So I decided to go up top and try to catch her right before she leaves. But I was just too slow. I don't end up getting the ribbon. I missed her by just a fraction of a second. I tried to roam and pick up that kill, but I just missed it. I checked to see if the jungler was right there to make sure that I don't get ganked. So I'm heading back to lane. At this point, I think she almost tied up the CS difference. Almost. I mean, she is rather really low right now. And I still am pretty healthy, and I haven't used any of my refillable potion right now. So I started the refillable potion in the Dark Seal, so I have a pretty good. I'm in a pretty good spot right now. All she can really do right now is just auto attack me. She can proc Thunderlords, but I mean, proccing Thunderlords with just auto attacks isn't the most frightening thing that can happen. Now, if I was low enough, then yeah, that would be frightening. But she's the one in this particular situation. So I stopped her recall animation so she can, so she'll lose out on more time away. Now, when she landed that Q, I don't know why, but she felt like it was necessary for her to stay in lane. So she ended up staying and staying longer than what she needed to. And that right there, she ended up canceling her recall because she saw me getting in position to be able to stop it again. So I kept her in lane maybe like a good 10-20 seconds longer than what she wanted to be, and I'm just continuously trying to improve on my gold lead. Now I see that bot lane is pushing in on my bot lane, and they're all the way up to our turret. So if I get this gank, there won't be too much they can do against it. So I roam down on these guys right now. They do get the stun off on me right here, and then the Yi does manage to do that to do his alpha strike. Now right there, I could have died if my AD did not heal me right there. But fortunately, he did have his heal up, and he was able to help me out right there. So I do pick up a kill, and the Lucian picks up a kill, which is really big for both of us. So now the Lucian is 2-0, and I am 1-0, which is really gonna help me improve my gold lead that I have over the Anivia, because I'm winning in CS right now at this moment. So I'm looking through the item catalog, trying to figure out which item I need right now. I think I was rushing the Mount Mortius this game, or I was going Old Faithful into the Noxious 2. I normally always start off with one of those two items, particularly because those two give me the most versatile use in comparison to like other cooldown items. I do wish that I could still build like Banshee's Veil or other other cooldown items. Now, well, she flashed because I was going to initially summon the soldier and dash through and then get the hard engage on her, but because she flashed, I couldn't go any further. So right here, she has a choice. She can either leave and then fall even further behind, or she can stay and run the risk of getting killed. So right here, I messed up the combo, so she was able to get away from me. Because the goal was for me to do basically a drift, and then from that drift, I was gonna knock her into this into my wall, and then get her out of position of getting towards her tower. And you know, it's normally the Azir burst combo. You know, you go you go W, Q, E, R in that order, and that's your hard engage. But I messed it up, so she was able to stay away from me just a little bit longer. Now I end up leaving the mid lane. The reason being is because I see that bot lane is getting pushed in, and they just got a kill on Lucian. On top of that, Anivia is very low at this point. So if I get this hard engage on her, on their bot lane, there's nothing Anivia can do to assist. So right here, right, the Ash is out of position, and that gives me a free kill. Now the Yi also is out of position, which gives me another kill. So now I'm 3-0 because they both came out of position. Now Anivia runs the risk of trying to fight against me when she's already low. So I just drop a ward right there. Now I was trying to aim for the tri-brush, but I wasn't able to get there. Now right here, the Riven tried to kill me. Luckily I had my flash up at the time, so I was able to flash away to avoid that hard engage on her part. Otherwise, she probably would have shoved me down and collected a whole bunch of gold right there. So I am 3-0 with about, I think, 50 or 40 CS at this moment. So I'm doing all right in the lane phase. I did want to CS more and try to get more CS at this time and point, because you definitely want to make sure that you keep your CS at like around like 10 minutes. You want to be at somewhere between like 60 to 70 CS, and then another 70 or 80 CS by the time it's like 20 minutes. So I feel like I'm a little bit behind, and so I really want to just try to catch up at this point. So I'm just really focusing on trying to shove the wave. Now the Anivia did end up roaming down bot lane, but there was nobody down there to fight against, so she wasn't able to do anything. Now I see that the Riven is mid lane, and she could hard engage me, but I do have the Sejuani in the back. Now she tries to right there, and we end up getting a kill right there because she did step right out of the line and ended up running the risk of getting engaged back on. So we end up getting a kill on the Riven. The Sejuani picked it up, and I get the red buff from Yi from earlier. So I end up leaving because there's no point in me staying. I'm at like 20 or 30% mana. I am healing, but I mean, I'm a mage. I don't really benefit from auto attacking. I benefit from summoning soldiers and having them do all the work for me. So as you guys can see, bot lane is in the middle of a fight. We do end up picking up 2 kills. We killed the Anivia and they killed the Ashe. So as I told you before, the Anivia was still down bot lane, and she tried to get a gank, but the Nocturne from top lane had TP down there and counter ganked her and ended up scoring the kill on not only the Anivia but also on the Ashe as well, and the Riven and the turret. So that's 4 people who died from one bad gank. So with that being said, I was free to be able to push mid lane without any interruptions, and the same goes for my team with bot lane. So that's 2 turrets potentially that we can grab from one bad roam. So right here, I summon my 3rd soldier to get the attack boost bonus and try to go to work on the turret. My team already scored the first turret goal, so I'm not really like too mad about it. Now the Yi does try to engage me right here. I don't know why, but he does try to engage me right here. Now I do pop my barrier right here to try to stay alive. Now I could have tried to engage back on the Anivia, and I think I end up doing so because she is a little weak at this point, and it wouldn't be too hard of a fight, but my Lucian engages on her instead and runs the risk of getting killed right here. So he does die because he dove the Anivia. Even though she was weak, she still had her egg form. She still had a lot of other different things that she could have did. So right there, I tried to get the hard engage, but they flashed right before I was able to. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the play that I wanted to happen. I end up getting the 3 attack speed bonus right there. Now right here, I get the double kill because I saw that she had came back up. Now what I wanted to do right there, I wanted to kill the Ashe. Then once I killed the Ashe, kill the Anivia, and then after I killed the Anivia, try to hard engage on the Riven and try to score a triple. But the turret was aggroing me, and then there was 4 different champions right there. So with 4 champions aggroing you plus the turret, I was fortunate enough to only get the double kill right there. So right now, the team is roaming around and looking for some pickups at this point in time. I am currently 6-1, so I'm doing all right now. The blue team end up going towards the Rift Herald, and we have no vision over there, so they end up picking that up. There was no vision, there was nobody there to know that they were doing that. So right now our team is preoccupied with trying to push in mid, so we don't even bother to go check it. So right there, I tried to hard engage on the Ashe. She was able to get away. Now right here, the Anivia just steps right out of bounds. She had to flash to get out of that. Now right here, I could have died, which I do die actually. But not before I was able to push them towards our turret, which does help pick up the kill on Riven. So I do get an assist for that. But I did die, so now I am 6-3. So no, I'm 6-2. Sorry, guys. So right here, they end up almost getting the kill on Ash. The Yi tries to re-engage back onto the Lucian, but he wasn't able to. So he disengages, and there was no kills right there, unfortunately. So right here, we're able to push in mid and easily pick that up. Nocturne ended up taking both top tier, first and second tier turrets. The Lucian did end up picking up the kill on Yi because he tried to re-engage on him to kill him while they were under turret, but he ended up getting killed instead. So now that the Lucian has some kills, I have some kills. We both have 2 Fed members on our team. On top of that, the Nocturne also has a bunch of kills. So right now our team is really snowballing really well. The gold is where it needs to be with the carries and people who has the damage on the team. So we're able to really focus fire really well right now. The Anivia doesn't have really too much of any gold right now, which is really detrimental to the team. Now, if she was losing, what she could have did was go back into like a side lane and be able to farm that out to try to get some gold back. Now I put the turret up here to try to siege in mid lane, which is a tactic I normally like to do. When I'm sieging, I tend to like to put the turret there to protect me. Now I wasn't sure if the other team was going to come back. I see that they roll him up, and then right here I end up picking up the double kill on both of them. And they just stepped out of position and they end up running the risk right there. So I am 8-2 right now, which is really fortunate for me. You know, I was able to pick that double kill up right there. Now the Riven also steps out of position. I don't know what she was hoping to have game right there by coming into a 3-man fight, but yeah, you know, she's smart. So good job, Riven. So we end up picking up the mid turret right there. The Master Yi does summon the Rift Herald, so he ends up grabbing the first top tier mid turret. I mean, first tier top turret. Sorry, guys. So I'm trying to sheed mid still. She does end up getting a Q off on me. So right here, right, I'm trying to kill the Anivia, but she has an egg form, and I'm just trying to survive. Now, I get sniped right there by the Ashe arrow, which is really disappointing, but you know, that stuff does happen. The Nocturne does win that 1v1 against the Yi, which is pretty cool. The spell shield did put in a lot of work right there. Now, the Lux end up dying right here, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, she ended up dying right there. Yeah, I forgot. But she did end up dying right there. She was just a little too far behind our team, so she wasn't able to get into a safe position. So right now, I think I am 8-3 with about like 120 CS at this moment. So I'm snowballing pretty well now, you know. I have quite a bit of gold. I've just finished my Mordius. I've just finished my Nonsense Tooth, and I'm just now starting to work on my Landria's Torment. I do like to build Landria's on Azir because I feel like that's a really good item. So right here, she makes the mistake of trying to run up, and then the Riven also as well. So right here, I don't know what they were trying to do. I have like, I have over 8 kills. And I also have just a lot of an advantage over them right now. So for them to thought that was a really good idea was questionable. But they ended up making that decision and they ended up dying for it. So right now I'm shoving down mid turret. I put a ward there. I see that the E is coming. So right here, he tries to 1v1 me, but I have barrier. I have attack speed. I was going to out DPS him. I had 5 soldiers up at one. Like it wasn't really a smart idea for him to fight me right there. So right now I am 11-3, and it's really snowballing out of control now at this point. I see that they're heavily protecting mid, so I just end up deciding to push the side turret just to try to get a bigger goal lead and things like that, and try to continue to shove other waves. So as you can see, like, all of them are preoccupied with mid and bot. So with me being able to push the top turret, I'll be able to maybe even grab an inhibitor off this push All I have to do is just make sure that I'm just able to push this without too much interference. And then they ended up killing the Ashe, so it wasn't too much of a difficulty right there. I do end up grabbing this turret, and I do grab this inhibitor right here as well. So my team kills the Yi, he kills the Ribbon. So it's almost at that point where we're about to cross the finish line. So I grabbed the inhibitor, as I said before, and they're working on the second inhibitor. So now we have 2 inhibitors, and we're trying to grab this I try to grab this turret as well. I think I do manage to end up taking this. Yeah, so I grabbed this turret, and then we got this other turret, and now right here, I tried to focus on getting this, but the Ashe was able to, what the Ashe ended up doing, she focus fired me, and she put me with her ult, so she prevented me from being able to basically kill him. So obviously I was a little disappointed by that, because we could have ended the game right there, but you know, there wasn't really too much they can do right there. We took 2 of their inhibitors. We have a 10 kill lead over them. We have 2 dragons over them. They did get the Rift Herald over us, but I mean, we pretty much have gotten every single objective that we needed at this point. We have 10 turrets to their 2. It's not really looking too good for them. Now, in this particular situation, it would make a lot of sense for them to just ward up and make sure that they have vision all around the map to make sure that they can't get picked off. I ended up asking them to let's go Baron and just end the game, because there's no reason for us not to. They have 2 super minion waves pushing in on them. If they was to try to prevent us from being able to push it, they would run the risk of them losing because their Nexus is wide open. So I think we start heading in that direction. I did finish my my Landria's Torment right now, so I'm about to start working on my Cirque boots. So I'm looking for my team to try to see if they can figure out where we're supposed to go. I think I ended up getting killed right here. No, okay, so never mind. I didn't walk over there towards that direction. I ended up still pushing in mid because it was open still. Now, I put up the soldiers right there, and I got the tower, so I know that they're not going to be able to try to dive me. I have just too much offensive force right now. And again, I'm still 11-3, so it's not the most optimal fight that they could win. They ended up killing the Yi and the Taric, and I pinged for the Baron. So we head in that direction to go get it. Now, I am strong enough right now to be able to get it as long as Baron is able to focus on something else. So me and the Sejuani end up picking up the Baron right here. Azir with just 1 person to front line Baron's damage, it won't be too much of an issue. So yeah, we ended up getting the Baron. And so now we got the pushing power from the Baron buff. Lucian just got another kill. He's 16-5 at this point. 16-5 or 16-4. It's one of the 2. And he is just really, really strong right now. I end up grabbing this mid turret because at this point it's almost over with. And then I got the inhibitor because again, our team is pretty much on their Nexus right now. So this is the end of the fight right here. We're going to push the Nexus and win the game off this one team fight right here. So if you did enjoy the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. This is Zuki and Win, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Yeah. So yeah, there it is. Well, any hoosies. Bye guys.